Hello and welcome back to my channel, Lady T. My name is Nathalie and we are going into the last episode of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. This is the, what was it called? The top secret place. Just want to see a little bit. Okay, these are just character descriptions, which is cool. We have some art. We've already seen that art too in the playthrough. The music is top notch. It's cool that you can just listen here to these things. Voice lines.
Luke, my boy, do you really think I would take on such an ordinary request as that?
So cute. Oh, and the little movies, of course, we've seen them all. And the hidden door. Use the puzzle points you've obtained to gain access to top secret piles. This is the part of our production where we finally show you how we came to be. Hooray! Indeed. From here you can take a peek into the process of how we went from the page to the screen. It's only a fraction of the material created for the game, but we do so hope you enjoy it. Presenting concept art for Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Oh, this is... Look at how different he looked. And was this... Oh, look at how Luke could have looked like. I'm happy with what they went with. This is so cool. The Layton mobile. I'm also happy with what they went with eventually. This character over here is so cool. So cute. Oh, he was a little bit chunkier here. We'd sure like to show you more, but sadly this is all we have for you at this time. We look forward to seeing you for the next adventure in the Professor Layton series. It's so cool. This is so cool to see. Little Rose. Don Paolo is also such a good character. This is so cool to see. Like how much thought and detail goes into everything. Storyboard art. Oh, that would have been cool. How everything was built up. I love the art for this. Okay, but we are going into the weekly puzzles. This was all from 2008-2009. Solved from 5 to 4. A set of matches are arranged so that they form 5 squares. To solve this puzzle you need to change the number of squares below from 5 to 4 by moving exactly 2 matches. The 4 squares must be uniform in size and you must use all of the matches when forming the squares. How are we going to manage that? What we could do... Oh, but how am I going to do that? We're going to make a new square. Over here. Yes, that works.
Luke, here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
As simple as it seems, this puzzle actually requires a good deal of thought, doesn't it? It shows up solves good. Treasure chests. Although all 6 chests appear to be of equal value, in fact one of the chests differs from the rest. Choose the chest that has a different total value. How the frick am I supposed to know? It seems that maybe D, because it has the most blue ones in it. Maybe those are the most expensive. So let's guess that one.
Luke, here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Good. This puzzle is all about how keen an eye you have for details. How many lines? How many times does the number 9 appear within whole numbers between 1 and 0? Between 1 and 0. Well, you have 9, then we have 19, then we have 29, 39, 49, 59, 69, haha, 79, 89, and then we get to 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, and 99. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Luke, here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
We're not even getting anything for this. That's right, the answer is 20. It's not very tricky. Aliens? A famous space explorer has just discovered a new planet and landed on its surface to investigate it further. During his 3-hour investigation, he counted 379 male octoplenes, 493 female octoplenes, and 125 that had the features of both male and female octoplenes. How many aliens are there on this new planet? Are you sure? I think there's going to be a catch. What if we see it from their point of view? Then it would just be the astronaut. Yay!
Professor, I've solved it!
Right, the answer is there's only one alien, the explorer. From the octoplene's point of view, this strange visitor from another planet is as alien as they come. Nose to nose. 4 horses are running around a course made up of several concentric circles. Oh no. How many minutes will it take until all 4 horses are lined up nose to nose in a straight line again? Well, they're not going to be lined up nose to nose, right?
Well, here's my guess. Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Yes. Cut the cake. In my favor. When viewed from above, the slice of cake below is an equilateral triangle. Your goal is to produce 4 square sides by making 1 cut into the cake. Connect 2 dots to cut the cake. You should note that this particular cake has a thickness equal to 1/4 the length of the cake slice. You can have that.
Well, here's my guess.
It worked!
Professor,
Aha.
I've solved it!
That's right, cut the cake is shown here. The 2 newly exposed surfaces, along with the 2 additional surfaces from the newly cut wedge of cake, give you 4 perfectly square sides. Once you work out that the thickness of the cake is the same as the length from any corner of the cake to the first marking, the puzzle is a piece of cake. I would like it to be what I get in return, but okay. The surface of a standard football is made up of several black pentagons and white hexagons, just like the ball pictured below. If the ball shown here has 12 black pentagons, how many white hexagons does the ball have? That's a very good question. think the white ones around it are going to be the same one. There's 5 plus 5, so 15? Or 20 if you count an extra 5.
Luke, here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Around the towns. A salesman is planning his route around 16 towns using this map. Starting from S, he wants to visit every town and end up back at S. Yeah. Assuming he has decided to go to town 1 first, and that he will only visit each town once to save on fuel, what number will the town marked with a star be in the sequence? By the way, roads marked with an X are closed. Okay. Then if I were him, I would go like this. No, wait. Because you can't go there otherwise. Choop, choop, choop. Then we're here. Then we go there. Right? No, because how do we get to this one? You can only get there if we go through here. Then like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be number 8.
That should do it. Another puzzle solved.
That's right, this is the only route that allows the salesman to visit each town once only. The matches set before you are arranged so that they form the letter E. According to your friend, you can make the E small by adding just one match. Can you accomplish the task your friend has set out for you? Yeah, I can, because an E otherwise, I will show you, you'll just draw it like this, so it has to be closed. So like that.
That should do it. Every puzzle has an answer.
Layton's head box. Of course he has a head box. Oh no, the professor's head box has gone missing. Pictured below are 4 head boxes that have been broken down and flattened. When reassembled, 3 of the boxes are identical in every way, but the 4th head box differs slightly in its design and belongs to the professor. Can you find it for him? No. Okay, B would still end up next to each other just like A. C won't. D will, so it's going... I thought it would be C. But is it correct?
Well, here's my guess. Layton's apprentice saves the day.
His head is so important to him. The clocks chime. There's a clock tower that rings the time on the hour every hour. However, this clock tower is special in that it rings the time out very slowly. Each time ringing of the bell takes a full 5 seconds. Now to the problem. When the time is 12 PM, the bell rings 12 times. How many seconds does it take for you to hear the time? Or you don't really need to hear it the last time. Because once it starts, so you don't need for it to wait.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Yeah, exactly that. Good. Feuding fisherman. 4 fishermen all live on the same island, but none of them can stand the others. Their houses and docks are indicated on the map as A, B, C and D. Which of the new roads, 1 to 5, should be added to the island's road network in order to allow all 4 fishermen to travel between their houses and docks without running into any of the others? So many people are fighting. Okay, so that you don't run into each other. You could take an easy road. If you had this road, you could travel like this. You can already take this, and you can go like this. So it has to be number 5.
Well, here's my guess. I did it!
They can avoid each other. They are so happy. The Vanishing Tower. Behold the glorious Eiffel Tower, soaring monument to Paris, the city of light and love. At over 300 meters tall, the tower is massive, but there's a way to make the entire structure vanish right before your very eyes by using nothing but 2 coins. Like that.
How does this sound?
That was easy. Nice job. If you cover your eyes with the 2 coins, any object will disappear. From your field of vision, that is. Unbroken eggs. The room shown below is perfectly square and completely empty. 4 normal chicken eggs were placed on the floor of the room. Shortly afterwards, a man came in with a giant steel cylinder and rolled it all over the floor. Amazingly, not a single egg was broken in the process. Can you guess where these eggs were placed? The eggs used in this problem are standard size eggs, but have been shown larger so that you can move them around more easily. Food objects were placed on the floor of the room. So to make you move it, rolled it all over the floor. Amazingly, not a single egg was broken in the process. Maybe they were placed in the middle? No, of course not. It's a round wheel. So you're going to be in that corner, you're going to be in that corner. Like, you can't access it with a round roller, right?
Well,
Right?
here's my guess. Professor, I've solved it!
Good thinking. As shown here, there are a few places in the room the big steel cylinder just can't reach. Why is that dude naked? Anyway, if you place the eggs in the corners of the room, even turning the cylinder on its side doesn't allow it to reach into the corners. Those eggs were trembling. The lost hat. A river moves. Oh fuck. I'm not even going to pretend. I'm not good with these puzzles, that would take me ages.
I think I've got it! Professor, I've solved it!
Great! I'm fantastic. Great. I'm not going to learn from that. The lazy student. Yeah, that's me. Thank you for pointing that out. A teacher was reprimanding a particularly lazy student one day and told him the following. At the very least, you need to study once a day for an entire week before a test. Don't skimp on time either. Each time you study, I want you to study for a minimum of 2 hours. The boy had no choice but to follow the teacher's orders, but decided he'd spend as little time possible doing so. Assuming the boy followed the teacher's orders exactly, how many hours did he end up studying? Once a day for an entire week. But you need to do 2 hours. Well, if I were being cheeky, I would say Monday and Tuesday. If you start at 11 PM, they can continue until 1 AM. Then you've studied on both days, but you've spent at least 2 hours. So you can do that for 6 hours, and then on Sunday you have to do the full 2 hours, so you're going to end up with 8.
Here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
Very clever. If the boy simply takes the teacher's orders at face, well, this. At least he learned something. Making a die. On a typical die, numbers on opposite faces add up to 7. Can you cut a shape out of this card that will form such a die when folded into a cube?
How does this sound? Professor! I've solved it!
Woo! Chicks and hens. Draw 3 straight lines between the posts to divide the chicken into groups. Each group must consist of 1 hen and 2 chicks. Okay, we're going to take you guys first. But maybe one down. So that we don't cut you in half. Do you... No, you don't. Oh, but you can be like that. Okay, we need to draw 3 lines. And then like this.
How does this sound?
And something wrong.
No! I was sure I had it!
We're not losing points anyway. What did I do wrong here? Oh, I cut off all your baby chicks. Sorry. Okay, now everyone has 2, right? Yeah.
Well, here's my guess. Layton's apprentice saves the day!
Very good, very nice. Very happy chickies. Jersey numbers. You are tasked with spray painting player numbers onto 6 jerseys. You've prepared 10 paper stencils, each with a number from 0 to 9. Now all you need to do is paint a different number on each jersey. If each jersey only has room for 2 digits, what's the fewest number of stencils you need to number the 6 jerseys? One, if we're being cheeky, with the 6 that you can turn around for 9.
Here's my answer.
We take it!
Nathalie has an answer.
Sharp thinking. As illustrated above, either the 6 or 9 stencil can be flipped to produce another number. This means you can get the whole job done with just 1 stencil. Find the volume. A strangely shaped object sits before you. Yeah, great.
I think I've got it! Professor! I've solved it!
The knight's escape. Please don't be another dragging. No! Behold the brave knight as he fights his way from A to B through a dark and winding maze. With his strength waning, the knight decides that he must exit the maze by opening the fewest number of doors possible. Find a path that allows the knight to escape from those dark catacombs while opening as few doors as possible. And then he only has to open 3 doors, if I'm correct.
Well, here's my guess. I did it!
Security guard test. The owner of a mansion decides to hire a security guard, and he sets the following test for all applicants. Take a look at this map. If you enter my mansion through the front door and pass through each doorway once and only once, which room will you end up in? Circle the room and see if you pass the test. Okay, so the entrance is here. If you enter my mansion through the front door and pass through each doorway once. I would say we end up in B. I'm just going to guess B.
I think I've
Probably
got it.
did something wrong, but... No, we didn't!
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
There are a few different possible routes, but they all end up in room B. It's sort of like connecting dots with a single stroke of a pen. Iron balls. Here are 12 iron balls of the kind used in school science experiments. They are all the same size and shape, but 11 of them weigh 200 grams while just one weighs 100. What is the least number of times you can use the scale to find out which of the... well, at least once. But you could do it yourself if you're being cheeky.
I think I've
Cheeky
got it.
helps so far. Cheeky keeps helping.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
You don't need to use the skill at all. If one of the iron balls is half the weight of the others, you can tell the difference just by holding them. Yes, lazy people. We don't need things to help us. 3 children. The king of an ancient kingdom had 3 children, A, B and C. Beautiful names. The difference in age between A and B is 3 years, while the difference between B and C is 2 years. A is definitely not the oldest son. How many possible ways are there to order the ages of the 3 children? Well, A is not the oldest, so B could be older. And then C can be in the middle. It can also be the other way around. Or we can have BCA or CBA. No, we can't because you're not the oldest. Then you're in the middle. Boop, 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 boop. So 4. I don't think there are more than that.
I think I've got it. Professor, I've solved it.
That's right, there are 4 possible orders. Shoebox scramble. Only 2 more after this. There are 3 shoe boxes that each contain 2 shoes. The boxes are labeled as shown. However, the labels have all been placed on the wrong boxes. From which of the 3 shoe boxes can you remove 1 shoe in order to work out which pairs of shoes are in which box?
How does this sound? Layton's apprentice saves the day.
That's right, the key is that each box has been mislabeled. Great. Fantastic. Morning greetings. At the edge of town there's a traditional private school with 10 boys, 10 girls and a single teacher. The school requires students to show respect to the teacher and other students by greeting the teacher and other students with 1 bow. How many bows could you expect to see on a given morning? A whole darn lot. But like, are we talking from 1 person or from everyone above?
How does this sound? Layton's apprentice saves the day.
That is so much bowing. It's ridiculous. Then the last one, and this is the official end of a playthrough of this game. Bright idea. It's dark in here. Turn the light bulb on by fixing the wires that connect it to the battery. Rearrange the panels so that both wires continue unbroken from the battery to the light bulb. Make sure you use all the panels. Of course. Okay, but then we first need something that connects with everything. Let's just start placing things down, and as we discover things that go wrong, we can always fix them. Okay, that's not it. Right? No, the upper one isn't connected yet. And the lower one isn't. I think that one is correct. There we go.
Well, here's my guess. Professor, I've solved it.
Well done, this room could use some light. There were all the puzzles. We have done... No, go back. Then we have seen everything. Thank you so much for watching the series. I hope you had a good time. We are going to continue with the next one very soon. I hope you had a good one. Goodbye.